Week 2 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's the Commanders' sure-handed tight end. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Commanders and the BlackKnights.
One-loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 2nd down and 3. Now a toss here, short side. Gets around him.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the BlackKnights will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Nichols. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 1 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll try to run this one in. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the BlackKnights have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. London about set to take over on offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Second and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into.
And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the BlackKnights take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Right back to him on first down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. The Vikings using that home crowd to get the victory there after the loss on opening weekend. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Jamison Williams, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Josh Allen, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, on the other side, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Encroachment.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the BlackKnights take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Caught by number 11. An 8-yard pickup. And the Commanders first down.
We'll get this to about the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw here.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. London about set to take over on offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the BlackKnights have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
London about set to take over on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
72 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the home team here, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.